Whoa, okay. I thought we were just getting a patch today, but instead of that, The Sims decided to just dump a whole bunch of news on us at once. So, I don't know if this is going to be one video or split into two. So let's just get right into this. The Sims tweeted, "Simmers, we have so much to share about the future of The Sims. An upcoming 25th birthday celebration, a film, creator kits, the Sims creator program, and much more. The future is Plumbob Green. Read more." The attached article is quite long, so I'm gonna go through highlights. I'm not gonna read everything word for word, but you can still pause the video if you do want to read certain screenshots in full. It starts out with some congratulatory stuff and some stats, so we'll just jump to the first really interesting part to me. There was some speculation in the community that Behind the Sims live streams are not happening anymore, going the way of Maxis Monthly. Thankfully, this is not the case. They were just on a long break, because they confirm here that we are going to be getting an episode of Behind the Sims in January 2025. And that's going to basically kick off their 25-year anniversary celebrations. So even though they didn't really do much at all for the 10th anniversary of The Sims 4, at least they are planning to actually do stuff for the 25th anniversary of the whole franchise and are being upfront about this. Next, they confirm officially that the Sims movie is happening. Basically, the rumors are true. I did talk about this some months ago. They are partnering with Amazon MGM Studios. Kate Herron will direct, so she actually directed Loki Season 1, and Loki is easily, if not my favorite Marvel show that they've done on Disney Plus so far, as well as co-write with Brittany Redmond. And they are working with Lucky Chap, which is Margot Robbie's production company, and Vertigo Entertainment. They're producing it alongside the Sims team, with Herron and Redmond executive producing. But that's all they're saying for now. With people like Margot Robbie and Kate Herron behind this, I think there is potential that this movie could end up being good. I feel up until recently, video game adaptations were on the upswing. Like Detective Pikachu, I think, was decent. The Sonic movies have been really good too, and the third one coming out later this year, like the trailer. You saw how hyped I was in that reaction video. And the Super Mario Brothers movie, I think, was really good too. But then, more recently, the Minecraft movie trailer. Personally, I don't have any interest in Minecraft, so I'm not planning on seeing that movie anyways, but I wasn't really too into it. I did watch the trailer, and the trailer got a lot of backlash, so if even the actual Minecraft fans are not happy with it, I don't think that's a good sign. But it's still better than just automatically almost every video game movie adaptation being absolutely horrible. So if The Sims can have a good movie, they could do really good things for the franchise, just like what the Sonic live action movies have done for Sonic the Hedgehog as a franchise, where it just played a huge part with just helping restore Sonic's reputation in the eyes of the public, and even affecting the quality of the games, where they just seem to be taking Sonic more seriously now, because I feel like both The Sims and Sonic have been considered a joke for a long time, and then now like Sonic just feels like they're really caring about things again and not just the money. Anyways, on to the next thing, creator kits. So yeah, we've had collaborations with custom content creators, and we're about to get another one with the Storybook Nursery kit in collaboration with 6MCC, but now creator kits are going to be their more specialized thing. So they are going to start rolling these out in November 2024 and available alongside our current collections of kits. I want to highlight that part because it sounds like we're going to get even more kits than we were already getting. Not just that it's going to stay with the exact same flow of kit releases. So, that's so annoying. Even though, yes, they do say that, like, for console players, this is console friendly, and it can be a way of getting more custom content in a way into the console versions. But I feel like when you put it that way, they're also taking advantage of console players and not being able to access as much content as PC users. I think instead of increasing the already ridiculous amount of kits they're releasing, collab with both custom content creators and modders on stuff hacks. I mean, they've done community votes on stuff hacks before, so they've done a type of collab with that pack type already. And since stuff hacks have gameplay and not just like furniture or create a sim items, then you could have some interesting mod integration too. Oh hey, and the next thing on the list happens to be the Sims Creator Program, how they're collaborating with global creators. So they do link to an article with more details, and I read it all. To be honest, like as a member of the EA Creator Network who's also now going to be part of this looks almost identical to what already exists, other than the fact that they've highlighted exact requirements for eligibility to get into the Sims Creator Program. I love that. I love that they've cleared that up because that's been ambiguous for so long. But I don't really feel like there's much point into delving into this in full detail. The Sims Labs is the next thing they talk about. They've already announced this before, but basically you can sign up for a chance to play test for some experimental ways of playing The Sims. They did release these 2 new screenshots without being clear as to what exactly it's for, like what game. The art style of it does remind me somewhat of Project Rene from what we've seen in the Behind the Sims episodes, as well as what we saw in leaked material. However, this screenshot especially gives me mobile game vibes, unless one screenshot is for one project and the other could be a different project. But I think this one could be part of a mobile game called The Sims Project Stories, which, okay, yes, I think I will have to do a separate video of that because that's part of like this whole separate EA investor thing that they did a little under the radar, and they talk about like this whole other Sims Hub thing, which, yeah, I think that does make sense to do a separate video of it instead of trying to cram this all into what's probably going to be a very long video already. So then they talk about the Sims franchise, live, and future product updates. I would actually say this is all important, so I'm going to read the whole thing. When we talk about The Sims as an entertainment platform driven by our community, it's because we see the future of The Sims as more than any one title. We're expanding the franchise to better serve the diverse needs of the growing number of Simmers around the world. The Sims will move beyond linear, sequential Sims releases and offer more options for players than ever before. We're focused on creating a variety of games and experiences that will touch different categories across the simulated life genre, including cozy games, social and collaborative-based gameplay, mobile narrative games, and continued depth, improvements, and modernization of The Sims 4, which will continue to be a foundational Sims experience. So in other words, The Sims 5, still nowhere on the horizon. We're creating new and innovative experiences that connect with players on their terms, wherever they are and however they choose to play. These explorations are being tested via The Sims Labs, including individual features from Project Rene, a story-driven mobile test, enhancements to The Sims 4 with discovery and search tools, creator tools, and more. For now, keep reading for the latest news about our live and future products. So I have some strong feelings about this. They even said in a Variety article that there's no plans for The Sims 5 currently, and they're just going to continue supporting The Sims 4 even more. I just don't think The Sims 4 is that game where it's just okay to say, okay, no more sequels, we're stopping here, and that's it. That's the definitive The Sims experience. No. they should really do at least like one more game where they take their time, they don't rush it out, they don't try to shoehorn the latest trend and then scramble to take it out and try to have a shippable product. No, they need to have something that is more what the fans want. So I think they should really do that at some point. At least it seems like, I don't know, I think plans can change. Like, we've seen them change their plans several times before, so I don't think this is completely set in stone. It just is seeming so for the time being. If they never release another major base game, then how are we supposed to get a modern Sims game that gives the open world formula a second chance, or at the very least, open neighborhoods? Because Sims 3, I think it's a good game, but I think the open worlds might have been a bit too ahead of its time, combined with the fact that, yeah, it could have been coded better as well. But now with more modern technology, I feel like they should try it again. They should try it again instead of it just being like, oh, yeah, we screwed up with the Sims 3. That's it. Never again. So, yeah, it sucks that we may never get to experience that unless we play Inzoi or Paralyzed. But those should not replace the theoretical Sims 5. Those are their own things being developed with different visions. So, yeah, this is not really very good news to me. Plus, there is the whole shaky foundation thing, because now every pack release comes with such major bugs, and yeah, not every game is bug free. Actually, I can't think of a single game in existence that is completely bug free, but it's just ridiculous how out of hand it's gotten, especially in recent years. And even though they have assembled a team to help better take care of the core experience, like they actually do say in this article a bit later on, I'm not confident that it's going to ever get to a very good level. But if they started over eventually with a clean slate and keeping this new team of people on so that there is better quality control from the beginning and not a decade later, then I think there is potential that even though we can't possibly get a bug-free Sims game, especially with how open-ended it is, at least we can get something better than how The Sims 4 has been handled. Enough of that though, onto something more positive, MySims. So they already announced pretty recently that cozy bundle that's coming exclusively to the Nintendo Switch, which will consist of the original MySims and MySims Kingdom. But I want to highlight one particular sentence here. We're thrilled to share that we're reinvigorating the MySims product line, beginning with 2 lovable games available soon on Nintendo Switch. And combined with the Sims Hub thing that I'm going to talk about in another video, they really seem to plan on making MySims a full-on pillar of the Sims franchise again, and not just have it stop at 2 games. So hopefully this remaster ends up being really good quality, and if it is, that plenty of people buy it to really justify the success, so then EA can keep funding more like MySims stuff, whether it's more remasters of like the rest of the games or even something entirely new. Then for Project Rene, they do emphasize that yes, this is a new project within the Sims franchise alongside others, and that there will be a small invite-only playtest for Rene sometime this fall, giving an early look at a multiplayer experience that explores joining friends and other players at a shared location. Not much for me to comment here, I suppose, other than that, yes, Project Rene is not cancelled, it is still a thing, it's just not The Sims 5. Next, The Sims 4. They finally acknowledged that The Sims 4 turned 10 years old. And they also state that it is being played around the world by more than 80 million people. They recap that in May, they announced that they assembled a team to invest in the core game experience, including fixing bugs. They say that batches of fixes will continue to be released roughly every 2 months until further notice. When they announced this back in May with the laundry list, they initially said 6 months. So it didn't seem very definite, but okay, that's good that they plan on keeping them on for the time being. And on September 18th, which is tomorrow, our players can expect another major release of fixes alongside an exciting base game update. So we're gonna be getting new content too, not just bug fixes. So, and it's supposed to be exciting. So something more than just a Sims Delivery Express drop, perhaps. However, we may or may not have a hint as to something that could be in tomorrow's update. This comes from the popular modder Turbo Driver, just generally warning us that there is going to be a patch tomorrow, may cause issues with mods, and mentions that there's still going to be a way for a bit longer. It seems like a normal tweet when you just look at the words, but then what's with the police car and chains emojis? That just seems so random, right? Is this a hint that we're going to be getting burglars finally? Or is this some kind of like cheeky thing where it's just like a joke like, I'm going to be on vacation for a bit longer, so I cannot chain myself to my computer to update my mods? Or is this a reveal at Turbo's other career path as a police officer? I don't know. This might be nothing at all, but I still found this odd enough to be worth pointing out. Lastly is a quick update on The Sims FreePlay and just a general wrap-up of things. So, The Sims FreePlay is supposed to get a new region inspired by mountainside towns, and that's just going to be something to head into the holiday season with. I haven't played The Sims FreePlay in many years, so sorry, I'm not really interested in that. But yep, that's it for that article. Man, like, that's funny. They put this out now instead of like a couple weeks ago when it was actually The Sims 4's 10th anniversary. And definitely some mixed feelings. I'm excited about the possibility of us getting even more MySims content beyond this cozy bundle that we're getting. I'm curious about what the exciting base game update for Sims 4 is for tomorrow. And I'm cautiously optimistic about the Sims movie, now that there is some precedent of good video game adaptations that also, thankfully, made a lot of money. So I'm not writing off the Sims movie at this point, but I don't like the idea of us getting even more kits, even if they're probably going to be better than the ones that we normally get because they're going to be collabs with creators. And just this hill that they're dying on with The Sims 4, like, oh, we gotta keep this game going forever and ever and ever. Like, wow, I could be 80 years old and they'll come out with The Sims 4 expansion pack, I don't know, 300, about, I don't know, what sort of theme they could scrape up at that point. Kind of scary to think about. But feel free to let me know your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. And I'll make another video about this whole Sims Hub thing and their EA investor presentation. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.